In a world of performance cooling, how do you choose a product? Do you go with the one that looks the nicest? Do you go with the one that performs the best? There are so many coolers out on the market to date that it makes reviewing them a really, really hard job. But there's one company that always delivers excellence, from the design of the product to the innovations of their products. It has to be Noctua, and now there's other companies out there that provide kind of this level of thought and just constantly delivering good products. And by that I mean you could literally buy any Noctua product and it not be bad. Some companies aren't like this. Now, the D15 is a successor to the D14, which was a bit of a beast back in the day, but the D15 was designed to kind of be more compatible. They've rejigged the layout a little bit of the cooler to make it easier for stuff like putting graphics cards in. And also, as this is the S version, and with Noctua if it's an S version, it generally just means that it's the kind of silent version, and it comes with one less fan. Usually when you get the D15, it will come with two 140mm fans. But for the sake of compatibility, they've dropped the extra fans, so if you've got a lot going on in a case, you'll be fine. And to be honest, with the one fan, it is amazing. Now, also included in the box, you get some of Noctua's very awesome thermal compound, the NTH1, which doesn't really have a bed-in time, and it just, from the moment you put it on, it's performing. There's not much I can say that's bad about it. It's our in-house kind of thermal paste that we use for testing, and it's actually a lot of other review sites. It's just an awesome compound. Now, the D15 comes with the Secure Firm 2 mounting technology, which is something that a lot of the newer coolers have. It's basically just a way of affixing the cooler to the board, but it's super easy. It uses spring tensioned screws to kind of help it stick itself to the board a bit better and evenly. It basically just works. I mean, there's not much that I could say that's bad about it. Obviously, moving on to my thoughts of the product. Now, this has a really high fin count. The heat distributes really well through the cooler, but it's silent. It's literally silent. I mean, I was benchmarking this for a good few hours, and I don't think the fan even started spinning. So you kind of covered for all those high-end CPUs and also your low-end CPUs. I mean, for instance, if you're running a G3258 like our test benches, then it is actually quite a good cooler if you just want something that is going to be completely silent. I would go as far to say as I could probably take the fan off of this and it would still cool the processor. The thing I really like about this product though is it's an air-cooled cooler. Air-cooled cooler? It's an air cooler. You can carry this on through so many rigs, from rig to rig to rig, from generation to generation. And the good thing about Noctua is they always release a new bracket so that you can use the existing Secure Firm 2 technology if a new chipset does come out. I mean, this is obviously very rare, but they even provide some older support. You just simply have to ask them and they'll send you out the kit, which is great. Now, I like to sum Noctua up as just like performance cooling out the box without the noise. In my opinion, they look gorgeous. Some people don't think they look gorgeous. It's mainly to do with the brown fans. Good news for you guys, they're releasing two lines called the IPCC and the Redux range. These are kind of grey fans and black and brown, but it's a weird brown. It's very dark, it's very rich, and I think they just look awesome. The thing with Noctua is, unlike every other product on the market, they do stand out. I think when someone sees that you've got Noctua products in your computer, they know what you're about, they know that you don't like the noise, they just know. And again, these products are awesome. I mean, this comes with a 6-year warranty, which just shows how much thought and time they put into a product to be like, yeah, you know what, this isn't going to fail in 6 years. We'll replace it if it fails. So, the pricing of this product. Now there's a lot of coolers on the market, and I mean so many, and I think that the performance is always going to be the same to within a degree or two across all the high-end coolers. If you're comparing a cooler for say 65C and 63C and you're saying the one that's 63C is better, that's fair enough. I mean, technically it is better. But what Noctua have going for them is great performance. I mean, it's one of the best coolers I've ever owned, but it's the noise. And I can only describe the pleasure of being able to play a game and not have a really loud CPU fan, which can happen with some of the other coolers. So you're paying for this really premium silent product. Obviously with the D15S, you're only getting one fan. I'm kind of half tempted to say that depending on the case you're building in, it might be worth picking up the actual D15 just to steal the extra fan off of and then buy some more. But if you literally Noctua'd up your PC, it's going to be silent, it's going to be just moving so much air and it's going to be so quiet. Now the D15 was built for memory compatibility in mind. I tested this on a few boards slash CPU with different RAMs. And yeah, I have to agree that they've added a lot of compatibility to the product, making it really easy to kind of not worry about. You just kind of pick one up and you just install it in whatever. The only thing that I feel at the moment kind of hinders whether or not you should buy an air cooler is all these awesome all-in-one coolers. And again, this entirely depends on your setup. A lot of reviewers won't really talk about setups, they kind of just jump straight into, oh, this cooler's good. Now, setup in a case has a lot to do with your performance. For instance, a top-down air cooler is great for a case that doesn't have a lot of airflow coming in and you want to put some air down on the board, or maybe you've got like really toasty motherboard syndrome, whatever. There's always a particular cooler that is best for every scenario. I mean, for instance, I've used some really small PC cases where it could probably fit in a C14S, but I've gone with the L9i, and it provides a lot more airflow in that particular environment. So the D15 is great, I think, if you have a nice big case, you want something clean, it's going to work well. You stick this in a small case and you're going to run into a few problems. And it's the smaller cases and the more complicated cases I feel you're better suited to buying an all-in-one cooler. But at the end of the day, I really enjoyed reviewing this product, and it's Noctua, isn't it? Like, I can't not enjoy it. It brings a smile to my face every time I get a box from them. Big thanks to Noctua for sending me this product. I can't wait to see what else you have in store for the future. There'll be another video review coming up soon, but I'll leave that to a mystery. Thanks for watching this slightly longer than 2 minutes review, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Also, if you, whilst I'm on the topic, if you want to go check out the Facebook, the Twitter, there's links down in the description, drop by the website. We put in a lot of work and the videos are kind of new for us, so bear with us while we kind of find our ground and see what works and what doesn't work. At the moment this is just 8 minutes of me talking about the product while it's on the desk. If you want some more hands-on stuff, then do give me a shout. Thanks so much for watching.